Hey everybody, and welcome back to the E3 2016. So, we are here for the Bethesda press conference. I actually checked out a bit of the footage of the Battlefield 1 live stream that these guys actually showed a little bit of as well. And it was so weird how they didn't decide to actually show some of that footage during the press conference, because during that showcase they actually explained a lot about the game, and I would have liked to actually have heard that, because that's how Bethesda did it last year with Fallout, where they actually didn't have a whole lot of games, but the games that they did have, they explained a lot about. It was clear what the consumer would get in terms of product. They showed the whole building thing in Fallout. They showed the world, quests, gameplay trailers. And then the same with Doom, where they showed a lot of gameplay. They talked about the multiplayer, and they talked about mods very clearly. So that's what they should have done. EA just should have shown more, because in the showcase they talked about how the tanks worked, what would change if the Zeppelin would be shot down, and that Levolution, the weather effects, classes, all of that was explained, and none of that was clear to the people who only saw the presentation. So that was a huge loss. But anyway, enough about EA. Let's get down to Bethesda. There's a lot hanging on the shoulders of Bethesda, especially since, like I said, they were the best last year, and they did say that they won't do a press conference every year, only if they have something worth showing. And so I'm wondering what they're gonna show now. They're Bethesda, so we're gonna see Dishonored 2. We already know that because we saw a CGI trailer of that last year. Probably some Fallout related DLC. Word is gone around about an Evil Within 2. I really loved Evil Within 1. It wasn't scary, but there was a lot of variety in gameplay, and each chapter had a different gimmick, which I thought was really well. I really could see Shinji Mikami, who also worked on Resident Evil 4. I thought that the flow and pacing of the Evil Within was very, very well done. So I'm very curious if we're going to see something like that. Now, the big thing is, of course, what is Bethesda going to show that is supposed to blow us away? People are saying, "Oh my God, are they going to announce a whole new Elder Scrolls so shortly after the release of Fallout 4?" Then again, it was not on a new engine, so maybe they already worked with a new engine and made a new Elder Scrolls game. Some of the word has been going on that there's a Skyrim remaster, that's going to be the thing. I doubt that. If that's the case, I don't understand Bethesda. Then Bethesda did a 180 and is doing the dumbest thing that they did since last year was so well, so I don't see them fucking up that bad with something as a remaster. So yeah, I'm very curious. There's also going to be a Blink 182 concert. I don't know, that's cool. I mean, that was my youth. I got some ice cream. I had pizza for lunch or for dinner. While I had pizza, I was listening to these guys talking the latest news and that sort of thing.
Duurt nog wel even, denk ik. Ja.
So,
Kijk eens aan.
Oh,
maar het gaat nu daadwerkelijk
het gaat nu heel hard, hoor.
De countdown. Ga er maar weer even goed voor zitten, mensen. En laten we hopen dat het dit keer helemaal goed komt met de Bethesda-presentatie.
Enjoy the show.
a Quake. They can do a new Rage. There's a lot of things they could do. What the hell is that? Is that Unreal Tournament? No, it's Doom. I guess they could do Doom DLC, huh? Or maybe it is Quake. I've never played Quake. Not even one part. Hey, hello. Nice sound design. Oh, also that hurts. It is Quake, isn't it? Yeah, wow. Cool. No one talked about that. But I guess it's just multiplayer only. But then again, Quake Arena is what made it famous.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Studio Director of id Software, Tim Willits.
Good evening, and welcome to the Bethesda E3 Showcase. Yes, Quake is back. The game that defined competitive multiplayer is back and better than ever. You know, it's hard to believe that 20 years ago, Quake was first released. And, you know, if you'll excuse the pun, the aftershocks can still be felt to this day. Quake set new standards for multiplayer and push the boundaries.
I wasn't a
for
PC
graphics
kid at the
and
time, so
gameplay. Quake also became
didn't
a
do anything
pioneer
for me.
for esports. And 20 years later, Quake is still played in tournaments across the globe.
also I was 5.
The biggest of those tournaments is our very own annual gathering, QuakeCon, which will attract this August tens of thousands of people to Dallas. As a co-designer of the original game, I'm extremely proud and excited to be standing here today to announce the next chapter of this great game, Quake Champions.
Oh, that was awkward. You could see that he waited for applause. That's written in scripts,
Quake
by the way.
Champions is a competitive, arena-style, first-person shooter for the PC, designed for players of all skill levels. Whether you are new to Quake or have been fragging for the last 20 years, Quake Champions will give you the challenge and rush you'd expect from id Software multiplayer games. Now, we know that high-end performance is critical with this type of game. You know, so be assured, as with any id Software game, that Quake Champions will be fast, with amazing graphics running at 120 hertz with unlocked frame rates. Yes. You're going to get heart-stopping action that will keep you on the edge of your seat as you fight in classic arena combat. Quake Champions also taps into another hallmark of the franchise, unique and badass characters. The game features a diverse cast of warriors, each with different attributes and unique abilities, allowing you to fight the way that you want. And you know that id has a long tradition of supporting competitive tournaments, and that continues with Quake Champions. The game is designed for world-class esports play at every level, from the world's greatest Quake players to anyone willing to test their skills in the arena. So as part of the launch plan for Quake Champions, Bethesda will be supporting and expanding competitive tournaments and leagues beyond QuakeCon, and we'll have more to share about that in the coming months. I hope you enjoyed this sneak peek into our newest game. Join us at QuakeCon in August, and we'll have even more to talk about. And now, please join me in welcoming Bethesda's Global Vice President.
I guess that
PR
ribbon is
marketing,
for the Orlando shooting, huh?
Thank you. Thank you, Tim. As Tim said, we'll have even more to show on Quake Champions this August at QuakeCon. I mean, it's right there in the name. How would we not have our new Quake game at QuakeCon? Make any sense? But right now, we're not at QuakeCon. We're at E3, the biggest week in gaming, and this is the Bethesda E3 Showcase. So welcome to everyone here with me and to the millions of you watching online around the world. Thank you for joining us. We planned this showcase just like we make all of our games for you. Now, last year our showcase kicked off a big year for Bethesda, one of the biggest in our many years of making games. So let me mention just a few highlights. The Elder Scrolls Online was released on console and became one of the best-selling games of 2015 and was named MMO of the Year.
Was it?
We launched Fallout Shelter, the very first mobile game from Bethesda Game Studios, and it became an instant hit and winner of multiple Mobile Game of the Year awards.
I had fun. A lot of people will complain afterward. I had
In
fun.
November, Fallout 4 was one of the biggest launches in the industry.
I liked it. It wasn't as revolutionary as 3, but
And won numerous Game of the Year awards, including at DICE and again at the BAFTA Awards. And now Fallout 4 is bringing user mods to Xbox One and soon to PS4 in a way that's never been seen before. And just last month, the new Doom was released to rave reviews.
got my Mentos. I haven't played Doom yet. Maybe I
Now,
should.
the original Doom almost single-handedly popularized first-person shooter games, and now you have a new Doom game, faithful to its legacy with some of the best graphics and gameplay ever, and millions of fans have been enjoying the fast-paced action and creating and sharing mods using SnapMap. The response to all of these games has been amazing, and your enthusiasm and support for us has encouraged us to go even bigger. You just heard about our new Quake game. Let's see what else we have planned for you guys. At last year's showcase, I told you about the Elder Scrolls Legends, a free-to-play collectible card game. Now, as I said last year, I am a huge fan of these games. I play them a lot.
Yes, you are huge fans.
So this is a game I'm particularly excited about. Legends provides a very deep strategy experience through both single and multiplayer modes, beginning with the campaign.
I completely forgot about
complete
this,
with
by the way.
a compelling story, interesting
That was the only
characters,
non-interesting
and some
thing
great
about
gameplay.
the
The
last
story
year's
is told from the perspective
presentation.
of a moth priest named Kellen. I'll let him tell you a little more as we take a look at the campaign's opening cinematic.
Fucking people.
The Elder Scrolls show us what was, and what yet will be. And they have revealed much to me.
Spare us your stories, old man, unless they can sharpen spears. Our war chief is dying. Our enemies are massing for another attack. We must prepare for battle.
We should go, Kellen. We have the scroll we came for, and this one smells blood in the wind.
Patience, Nog. I have words yet to speak here. Stories can do surprising things, Spear Maiden, whether they are true or not. And
That's not my internet. The stream's falling out. It's still continuing. Don't worry. Still going. This happened last year as well. Yep.
the Emperor fled north, leaving Cyrodiil to the invaders. This is the story of a forgotten hero who changed the very course of history.
Nah.
When Legends begins, you're set on a path to discover the world of the Elder Scrolls in a way you haven't seen before. The choices you make define your approach and unlock all the depth the game has to offer. A two-lane battlefield provides more variety and strategic depth. Players make decisions that change the cards they want to improve or add to their decks, and we offer a full single-player campaign as well as multiple ways to play against the AI or other players in both battle and arena modes. Now, we began public beta testing in April, and so far the feedback from the people who have been playing has been terrific. To celebrate E3 this week, we'll be letting even more of you into the beta to start playing. Now, if you haven't signed up yet, just visit Bethesda.net, create an account, and sign up, and be sure to keep an eye on your email. Also tonight, we're very pleased to announce that in addition to PC and iPad, Legends will be coming to iPhone, Mac, and Android tablets and phones later this year. As I said, I'm very excited about Legends as it brings together an award-winning franchise that I love and a new genre, and whether you're a veteran strategy card fan or have never played a game before, it's a game we think you'll all really enjoy. And now, so long as we're on the topic of Legends, let's take a look at what the team at Bethesda Game Studios has been hard at work on.
Welcome here to Bethesda Game Studios.
It's that man.
It's amazing to think it has only been a year since you first heard about Fallout 4 at this very event. And thanks to you, it became not just our most popular game ever, but one of the industry's. It has simply blown us away, and we're incredibly blessed to have fans like you. Seeing what you've created, not just in the main game with the add-ons and of course mods, it is just incredible. And we're not done yet. We're excited to show you what's coming next for Fallout 4.
Shooby-doo wop wop, shoop doop doo 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 wop wop. These are free updates, I guess. Oh my god. That actually physics based? Oh Jesus. Huh. It's Workshop though. How does that work? Workshop. Are these just mods that they support it? Huh. Wow. Okay.
It's all over, but the crying, and I can't get over crying over you.
Nuka World, huh?
Of course, we didn't just announce Fallout 4 last year. We also announced and released Fallout Shelter, which over 50 million of you have downloaded and played. We have a really big update coming out. Take a look. We hope you're as excited as we are about all of the stuff coming to Fallout. We want to thank you again, not just for your support over the last year, but your support of our whole studio really over the last 20 years. There is something else, though, that you've been asking us about, and yes, we've been working on it.
Oh, it's the remaster, isn't it? That's fine if you announce it now. Oh shit! That's more than just a remaster. Wow. Huh. It basically looks like a modded PC version. This is fine. Again, I was afraid that this was the big reveal at the end. Thank God it's not. But then again, what will be the big showcase?
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the president and co-creative director of Arcane Studios, Rafael Colantonio.
Thank you. Hi everyone, I'm very excited to be here tonight on behalf of Arcane Studios, the makers of Dishonored. Our passion is for a very specific kind of game, first-person immersive games. Our games blend narration and simulation in a way that makes every player's experience different, where players can improvise and where choices have consequence. Our games encourage replay in order to try different playstyles so that players are free to play their own way. In 2012, we released Dishonored. We were thrilled that the game was so well received by the gamers and the critics all around the world. That was like one of the best feelings for us developers. After that launch, my friend and co-director Harvey Smith took the lead on Dishonored 2, so he went to France in Lyon and worked with the team over there.
In Lyon.
Meanwhile, I have been busy in Austin working on something else with the team in Austin. And tonight I have a surprise for you. I'm going to reveal what that surprise is in a minute. It's a new game built on the values that are so dear to Arcane. It's another first-person immersive game set in a dangerous universe. Only this time we've added a psychological thrill.
Oh.
Here is the world's first look at what we've been up to.
Good morning, Morgan. Today is Monday, March 15th, 2032. You have a 9 a.m. appointment with Alex in his office. There is no duration set for this meeting.
Whoa.
There is a 3 p.m. meeting in TranStar Conference Room.
No way that this is in-game.
Research and development plans. Please confirm your attendance prior to arrival. The most recent test results from the Cybertron. Good morning, Morgan. Today is Monday, March 15th, 2032.
Oh shit, it's Groundhog Day.
9 a.m. appointment with Alex in his office.
Oh, snap. It's Groundhog Day
Good
meets
morning,
PT.
Morgan. Today is Monday, March 15th, 2032.
Good morning, Morgan. Looks like we have some tests to run through today.
Oh, snap. Oh my god, is this the evil within? No, not cannot be. Where is it? What the fuck is this?
Good morning, Morgan. You're not going to like what I have to say next.
The hell is this? Wow. What? Prey? Is that what? Hold on.
In Prey, you awaken aboard Talos 1, a very special space station. It is year 2032.
I guess it has
You are
nothing to do with
key
the
subject
regular
of an
Prey.
experiment meant to alter humanity forever. But things have gone wrong, of course. The space station has been overrun by an alien threat, and you are now being hunted. As you dig into the dark secrets of Talos 1 and your own past, you must survive using all the tools at your disposal on board of the station. Your wits, weapons, and mind-bending abilities. Prey will be available next year on Xbox One, PS4, and PC. We'll have more to show at the QuakeCon, so be sure to join us there. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Marty Stratton, executive producer of Doom at id Software. Last month, we had the privilege of releasing one of the most iconic titles in our industry to fans around the world. We challenged ourselves.
I'm interested in that Prey, by the way, but it was
to
all
its incredible legacy, and we thank you.
Well, actually,
our
I don't know if it was all
fans, for
CGI.
making the Doom launch such a tremendous success. It's been amazing to watch and hear from the millions of players enjoying the many aspects of the game. From those of you gunning for the perfect run through the campaign, to others constantly testing their skills in multiplayer, you continue to inspire our team. Last year, we told you we wanted to put the power of creation in the hands of every player through Doom SnapMap. allowing for an endless stream of new gameplay. And in the coming months, we're excited to be supporting Doom Snap Map with free updates and even more ways to play. We'll be delivering new construction modules, including hell visual themes, as well as new props, objects, weapons, and items. While creators can look forward to new logic options and functionality, like the ability to create true single-player experiences with features like the popular weapon wheel found in the campaign.
That's cool.
And again, throughout the year, every Snap Map feature and update is free for every player.
That's also
for
nice.
multiplayer, next month we'll release 2 new modes, including a uniquely Doom variant of One Flag CTF called Exodus, as well as an all-new multi-zone capture and hold mode called Sector. Later this summer, we'll turn up the heat with the release of 3 free-for-all modes, including Classic Deathmatch. These modes will be free to all players and playable on any existing or future maps. Also next month, fans can look forward to our first premium Doom DLC pack, Unto the Evil. The first DLC pack includes 3 new multiplayer maps, Offering, Cataclysm, and Ritual. A new playable demon called the Harvester, a new gun, equipment item, armor sets, taunts, and more. With just a month past since our launch, we hope you've only scratched the surface of fun we packed into the game, and we can't wait to give you even more ways to compete, create, play, and fight like hell. Thank you.
Well, that's good support, though, that they're giving it.
Wow, ton of great stuff there for everyone that's enjoying Doom. And again, we thank you, the fans, for making it such a hit. Doom has received near universal acclaim from critics and players alike for its fast combat, over-the-top demons, and amazing graphics.
All right, hey, everybody, just took a quick break. Just, you know, if the file gets corrupted and stuff, I don't want it to lose everything, so
Everything
let's continue.
that it is known for. Now, it is also known as a longtime supporter of shareware, or for you youngsters in the audience, that's what us old guys used to call a demo. And in a nod to that tradition, we've decided to offer anyone that hasn't checked out Doom's amazing gameplay a chance to do it for free.
Ooh.
So, starting tonight, you can download and play the first level of Doom on Steam, PS4, or Xbox One.
Awesome. Like I said,
free.
I don't have the game, so yeah, I'll check it out.
Now,
Be dope.
this offer is only good this week, but we want everyone to have a chance to see why Doom is one of the highest rated shooters ever. So if you love super intense action or you just want to experience state-of-the-art gaming, go download Doom and fight like hell on us. We think you'll see what everyone else is talking about. Now, let's shift from Demons of Hell to Daedric Princes and Secret Assassin Cults. Please welcome from ZeniMax Online Studios, the Elder Scrolls Online game director, Matt Firer. Matt?
Who's the fucking woman in this, who's making that sound? Shut her up.
Good evening.
God damn.
This week is the 1-year anniversary of the launch of the Elder Scrolls Online on Xbox One and PlayStation 4. Because we were launching the game this time last year, I was a little busy and I wasn't able to be here in person, but I made sure I was here this year to tell everyone what's been happening with the Elder Scrolls Online. From the console launch last June to the release of 3 critically acclaimed DLC game packs during the year, all of us at ZeniMax Online have been really, really busy. But before I go any further, I want to take a moment and thank all of our fans for your support, your enthusiasm, and your feedback. We take it really seriously, and we continue to work to improve the game. And based on the response, you like the changes. Elder Scrolls
Dude, they have
Online
some
was named
monkeys in the
best
audience.
MMOG of 2015, was one of the best-selling games of the year of any kind, and now supports a highly engaged community of over 7 million of you who have been exploring this enormous world of Tamriel.
7 million? What?
Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the Elder Scrolls Online from launch onward.
No. It looks pretty, though. I gotta give it that. Like, it definitely beats World of Warcraft and the Old Republic by a long shot. Oh god. They have quests like that? That's kind of cool. Oh, okay. That's funny. I like that. That's charming. Trader has a lot of heart. Whoa. Do 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 do. Wow, this is a lot prettier than I thought it would be. Holy shit! Maybe I should check it out. The problem is, I played the Old Republic not too long ago with Ryan and Spiral, and man, that game, it does not age well.
As you can see, the Elder Scrolls Online community is having a lot of fun playing the game. And our player community is still growing. Tonight, I'm very happy to announce that on June 23rd, we'll be expanding internationally by launching Elder Scrolls Online in Japan. We look forward to welcoming these fellow adventurers to the exciting world of Tamriel.
I live in Japan.
And for everyone who plays, we have a lot more great content on the way. For me, one of my favorite
meant that I
moments
couldn't play.
in any RPG ever was the Dark Brotherhood quest in the Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion. It was packed full of assassination
her up.
and intrigue,
She's
and
right
like
next
me,
to her
fans
microphone.
everywhere loved it. So I'm particularly excited for the launch of the Dark Brotherhood DLC game pack on Xbox One and PlayStation 4 this Tuesday. In the Dark Brotherhood DLC, you'll travel to another location from Oblivion, the Gold Coast of Cyrodiil. The Dark Brotherhood has an appropriately dark storyline full of intrigue and mystery and brings all new repeatable quest gameplay to ESO. So, please enjoy the worldwide debut of the Dark Brotherhood DLC launch trailer.
Sweet mother, send your child unto me. For the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear. This is the Black Sacrament, Initiate. A contract that calls for murder. Now, go, assassin. Take your blade into the night. Be rewarded for your service. In our business of death. Welcome, Initiate, to the Dark Brotherhood. And know this, in Tamriel, no.
I'm not kidding. This game looks pretty badass. I remember when it first was released, I saw reviews and footage, and I thought it looked horrible. They came a long way.
Send your child unto me.
Our PC players are already having fun sneaking around Tamriel and learning more about this mysterious group. And we can't wait to see what happens when our console players get to experience the Dark Brotherhood this week. But that's not all. A core philosophy in the Elder Scrolls Online is to constantly make the game better. Since launch, we've regularly been adding innovative features such as the Justice System and the Champion System, and we're about to make another game changer. Tonight, we're announcing One Tamriel, marking another major evolution of gameplay in the Elder Scrolls Online. With One Tamriel, all characters will be automatically leveled to content in the world, allowing them to freely group with anyone they want, and also to explore the vast world of Tamriel with no level restrictions. This means...
I don't even know what that means. I don't even know what that
all
means.
Content barriers are gone, and there are no restrictions on alliances or questing. From the moment you get out of the tutorial, the entire game world is open for you to explore freely. You can go wherever you want and play with whomever you want. This is the first time this has ever been done in a multi-platform RPG. We'll think you'll love it.
Who the fuck? Shut that fucking video. Yeah. Oh.
One Tamriel will be coming to the Elder Scrolls Online this fall. In closing, I want to thank the awesome Elder Scrolls Online community for your support. We never take it for granted. We work hard every day to make your Elder Scrolls Online experience the awesome adventure you want and deserve. Thanks, everyone.
I wonder if they're going to end with Dishonored 2.
Thank you, Matt. Well done. Now, we want you to get as much as possible out of this year's showcase. So, this year, after we're done here in the hangar, we're just going to keep the showcase going. Now, for those of you watching at home, our pre-show hosts, Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb, will be back to take over the stream, and they'll bring you exclusive interviews and more information about all the games that we're talking about here tonight. Here in Los Angeles, we've built an interactive space over on the other side of the lot where you have a chance to learn more about our games, play some of them, and meet some of our developers. Over there is also food, drink, and to make sure it's a real party, we have arranged a special performance by Blink-182, who will drop their new album.
Oh, good.
Who will
So
drop
actually,
their new album, California, in a couple of
the
weeks, and you get to
song
hear
will
them
not
live
be during this
tonight as they
presentation.
start their summer tour.
It'll be like the after
Now
show.
we have another treat for you over there as well, a chance to experience the latest in virtual reality from Bethesda. Ooh.
Okay. Interesting.
Weren't expecting that, were you? Now, the first time anyone experienced modern VR was at E3 2012, and if you were there and lucky enough, you may remember getting to play Doom 3 BFG in our booth. Now, at the time, we had solved some of the toughest technology challenges posed by VR, and people were amazed. Since then, we've quietly continued our pioneering work in VR, and tonight, we want you to see and experience what you feel when you put on a headset and play the latest AAA games in the industry. Now, we have two games for you to experience. The first is the just-released Doom. You can take a virtual tour of hell and get a totally unique look at the very latest in graphics and true next-gen rendering from our id Tech 6 engine. In addition, we think the greatest promise of VR is its ability to immerse players completely into virtual worlds, and that the best games for that experience will be first-person open-world RPGs. So we have Fallout 4 for you to play as well. Wander the Wasteland, check out the iconic Red Rocket, try combat. I'm telling you, with a Pip-Boy on your arm, a dog by your side, a gun in your hand, it's pretty incredible. Tonight, we're pleased to announce that Fallout 4 will be released in 2017 on the HTC Vive platform. And if you thought survival mode was an intense way to experience Fallout, you ain't seen nothing yet. We want to give you a glimpse into where we're headed with VR, where you can expect us to remain a leader, offering our games on the very best platforms you choose. So be sure to check it out. Now, for more on the second half of the showcase, let's check in with Adam and Morgan to see what's happening and get an update on what they have planned. Adam, Morgan, what do you have for us?
Thanks, Pete. Now, we are here at BE3+, and this is sort of this experience that you guys are going to get to see after the showcase. We have some Bethesda VR over here. Now, right now, there's no line, so that's kind of tempting, isn't it?
So taking advantage of that. And over here, Elder Scrolls Legends, for everyone to play. Pete, I fully expect to see you at one of these tables showing off that card mastery skill I know you possess.
Now, in here, Adam and I are actually going to be interviewing some of the developers that you guys just saw their games on stage, so we're going to have a lot more information for you. So everybody on the stream needs to stay tuned for that after the showcase.
Lots of good info, but for the moment, let's go back to Pete and even more games.
Thank you, Adam and Morgan. We will see you guys in a few minutes. But we are not going anywhere just yet because there is one more thing that we think you are going to want to see. Last year, we announced that a sequel to Dishonored was in development, marking a new chapter to the Game of the Year from Arcane Studios.
I guess it is the final thing, huh?
We shared a few tidbits about the sequel, but for the most part, you could say we've been in stealth mode. Until now. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. Dishonored 2 is going to be a very special game, one that lives up to its celebrated legacy and then goes way beyond. To tell you more, please join me in welcoming the creative director of Dishonored 2, Harvey Smith.
I mean, Dishonored 2 is good, and we haven't really seen gameplay yet. So.
Wow. Thanks, Pete. Hi, everybody. In Dishonored, you play a supernatural assassin in a steampunk city. The game blends combat, stealth, and mobility, giving you many different pathways and approaches. When the original Dishonored was released in 2012, you embraced the game and made it your own. You discovered moves and combinations of powers that we didn't even imagine. We were thrilled by your passion for Dishonored, and we were humbled by the success of the game,
good.
which
It even
won
had
more
some
than 100
Hitman
Game of the Year awards.
elements in it.
At last year's E3, we announced Dishonored 2. So tonight, here with all of you for the first time, we're going to show you the game.
Okay.
Welcome back to the Empire of the Isles, a rich, Victorian-inspired fantasy world with a distinct style and an exotic cast of characters. For Dishonored 2, we wanted to explore a new location, Karnaca, the jewel of the South. Our approach to world creation is very layered. Our art and design teams work together to create a strong sense of place with a well-realized culture. It's based on the people living there, the work they do, the architecture, economy, the climate, even the food and songs.
The style's beautiful. Yeah, sadly it's gorgeous. Good lighting effects, good shadow effects too.
In order to bring Karnaca to life, we've created a custom game engine designed to support our signature art direction and level design. We wanted Dishonored 2 to resemble a painting in motion, so we've given considerable thought to our lighting and the way it plays across every surface. We've created custom tools to support the interruptible, real-time narrative scenes necessary for a stealth simulation. And the same is true for our approach to audio, both in terms of atmospherics and stealth gameplay. All of these details make Karnaca more vivid thanks to our new technology, which we call the Void Engine.
It is beautiful. Goddamn. Oh, you can see already, you can go in there through the roof. I cannot wait for that open, it's not really open world, but open level gameplay. You know, you also have that in Crysis. No!
In crafting spaces for you to explore, we've got several creative goals. We want the environment to feel coherent and complete, plausible.
Those cards
Where
are
do these
huge.
characters live and how do they get to work? Is there a viable pathway that makes sense? Where do they take their breaks or stop for lunch? But it goes further than that. For Dishonored 2, we felt compelled to ask ourselves about the history of a given street or shop. What was there a decade before the player arrives in Karnaca? Often you can see the layers of history.
Nice
watermarks
design.
on the wall from past floods, peeling posters and advertisements from years ago. We want every market, every alley to tell a story and to offer you the chance to see something novel or intriguing.
Yeah, the previous Dishonored wasn't the prettiest game out there, I remember that much. It was more style.
2 starts and ends in Dunwall, but most of the action takes place here in Karnaca.
Spoiler.
All right, there you go. Your first look at Dishonored 2. Thank you. On behalf of all my teammates at Arcane and Lyon who worked so hard to bring this to you, and my dear friend Rafael Colantonio, thank you so much for all the passion you've given the game. In the first Dishonored game, you played Corvo Attano, falsely accused of killing the Empress, the woman he loved and was sworn to protect. And you were blamed for the abduction of their daughter, Emily Caldwin. After escaping on the night of his execution, Corvo is gifted with supernatural powers and dedicates himself to avenging the death of the Empress and restoring young Emily to the throne. As we began to work on Dishonored 2, a single question haunted us. What became of Emily Caldwin? How would her experiences affect her, and what kind of ruler would she become?
Yeah, the ending wasn't very good after Dishonored 1. That was its weakest thing.
We envisioned Emily grown up, 25 years of age, and then we began to imagine what she'd be like as a heroic figure, as someone fighting for her life against the forces of deceit. We developed a vision for Emily Caldwin that excited us, and at E3 last year, we shared that vision with the world. Dishonored 2 is set 15 years after the first game. Emily Caldwin rules the Empire watched over by her father, Corvo Attano.
All hail Her Imperial Majesty, Emily Caldwin.
Loyal subjects, we're going through a difficult time, but today we honor my mother, the late Jessamine Caldwin. May her memory survive through the ages.
Emily.
You look tired, Father.
Every year, I think the anniversary of Jessamine's death will be easier, but it never is.
So much for a silent protagonist.
Still the Empress. I don't think I'm very good at this.
You're still learning. Don't worry about the rabble-rousers, and we'll catch the Crown Killer, eventually.
People are saying it's you, but these assassinations are a misguided effort to protect me.
No, someone's trying to make us look guilty by targeting your enemies.
I wish I could just run away from all this.
Sometimes you do. You think I don't know about your nights out on the rooftops? Courage. The ceremony will be over soon.
Royal Protector and Father. I should have passed a law against that combination of titles years ago.
That's a weird throne.
When an otherworldly usurper seizes the throne, the fate of the Empire is left hanging in the balance. Dishonored 2 offers you the choice of playing as Empress Emily Caldwin or the Royal Protector, Corvo Attano. Emily and Corvo are both fully voiced this time with their own perspectives and emotional responses to the events transpiring around them. Whoever you choose to play, you've got
There's
to
some
flee
element
Dawn
of
while you're
Amsterdam
home
in
and
there
travel
too.
to Karnaca in order to unravel the threads of a conspiracy and take back what's yours.
I've gotta get away. I should talk to the captain of that ship.
I believe the art design, the main art designer from Half-Life 2 was in Dishonored 1. That's why it kind of looked like that.
Dishonored is known for unscripted, simulation-driven missions where no two players ever have the same experience. There are many pathways to explore as you penetrate well-defended locations, numerous ways to find and eliminate nefarious targets. In crafting the missions for Dishonored 2, we've put a much greater emphasis on big, interesting themes, either from a gameplay or fictional standpoint, making each mission a wildly unique place to explore. I'll explain a little bit more about that. Today we're going to show you the Dust District, an industrial ruin ravaged by terrible storms that hit at random intervals. In the Dust District, a militant religious faction called the Overseers is at war with the Howler Gang.
Last thing of
the
this show,
leaders
because
of both factions are trying to take each other down. You can side with the Overseers or the Howlers or neither. There are many ways to complete the mission.
it gets the same treatment as Fallout 4 did last year.
Everything you see here is rendered in the Void engine, designed to create atmospheric and exploration-rich spaces. To reach our target, Vice Overseer Byrne, we've got to get past a Grand Guard checkpoint sealed off by a wall of light. A cruel security device reinstated by the Duke of Serkonos.
Orders from the Duke. We're losing too many people. Good soldiers blinded by that hallucinogenic powder the Howlers used, then stabbed to death or dragged down by the Abbey's hounds. One young lieutenant got hit by an Overseer grenade, and that was it. He was one of the Duke's distant cousins or something.
Shit. Let's hope they do enough damage to each other so the fight goes out of them.
That won't happen until someone manages to kill either Paulo or Vice Overseer.
We've made much greater use of vertical space for Dishonored 2, encouraging players to explore the rooftops above the streets.
Out of my ears.
Dust from the mines.
I like how this is a modern. I guess he does actually know, like, oh, where's my partner? Because it's like, this is 2016, and it's still like, you kill the partner. Oh, he's not here, huh? I guess he went for a walk or something.
Security devices in Dishonored 2 are powered by wind, a unique feature of Karnaca. So here we're switching off the windmill to get through the wall of light. There'll be a lot going on in this next fight. Drop attack, guards climbing and vaulting, combat choke, and Emily using far reach to pull an explosive whale oil tank toward her from a distance.
Okay.
You aren't going Let
Whoa. Not the smoothest of gameplay, I should say, but it's all right. I mean, this is actual gameplay. This is not Photoshop or After Effects shit bullshit. Uh-oh. Oh, he's gonna drop him.
All right,
okay,
let's jump forward closer to our target, Vice Overseer Byrne. The Overseers are fighting the Howler Gang for the hearts and minds of the people of Karnaca. What happens here will influence Karnaca's future and the end games.
Hasn't shared his plans with me. He's upstairs now, so I assume we'll learn something before long.
Here we're going to use Emily's Mesmerize power to lull a group of Overseers into a stupor, evading combat altogether. Mesmerized, they won't notice Emily or even remember that she was here.
There you are. I feel so empty right now.
Far Reach can be upgraded not only to pull objects from a distance, but also enemies, so you can finish them off in mid-air. This time, all of Emily's powers, which are new, and all of Corvo's can be fully upgraded using entirely new skill trees, giving you the ability to customize more deeply. If you're new to the Dishonored series, it's all about options and exploration, playing at your own pace. The game has many different pathways through each mission, and also different approaches, stealth or combat, lethal or non-lethal, and a wide array of supernatural powers that will dramatically change the experience as you play.
Yeah, that's it. It's kind of
Deus
Deus Ex like.
Overseer Byrne's office now.
The sisters of the oracular order have seen it, and I feel it in my bones. So this stalemate with the Howlers must be resolved.
Byrne is giving a briefing using a projector. We're going to plant a stun mine and then link several of the Overseers with Emily's domino power, so that whatever happens to one of them will happen to all of them. They share the same fate.
Okay. That's fucked up.
Switching off the projector will attract Vice Overseer Byrne's attention, and when the mine affects one Overseer, it will affect all of them.
Huh.
Go check, brother.
Go check, brother.
There are many creative ways to use Domino. Now we're going to show you Shadow Walk, another key power for Emily.
Ooh. Oh, god damn!
Shadow Walk is useful for stealth and combat. You saw it in the announced trailer that we made for the game, and you can fully use it in the game. Like all the powers, it can be upgraded in a variety of ways. With Vice Overseer Byrne out of the picture, the leader of the Howlers will owe Emily a favor, and that's just one way to complete the Dust District mission. Before closing today, we want to demonstrate another signature environment from a mission called A Crack in the Slab. It's another example of the missions in Dishonored 2 and how they're built around big, interesting themes. This mission takes place in a ruined manor that's been sealed for several years. At the start, the Outsider appears and explains that reality was warped inside this place.
Oh yeah, the
after an
Outsider's
occult
back.
event. Your supernatural powers won't work inside the manor, and even time behaves strangely, allowing you to travel back and forth between the ruined present and the past when the manor was lavish and refined.
Sounds interesting.
Here we're in the present when the manor is in ruins.
Huh. It's like picture in picture.
Now we've moved backwards, years into the past, when the manor was still inhabited and guarded. Looking through the lenses of the Outsider's timepiece, you can see the alternate timeline. This is useful for solving puzzles, as you've seen, but it can also be used to avoid or take down enemies. You can watch enemies in the alternate timeline and then step through to execute your plans.
Oh, damn. That is interesting.
We hope you're going to love the game as much as we do. Thank you. Thank you. I have to once again give a shout out to my team in France. They've worked so hard and they are so passionate about the game. And the first game, they're really ready for you to get you guys to get your hands on it. And you don't have to wait long. All of you can leave your mark on the Empire of the Isles because Dishonored 2 will release on PlayStation 4, the Xbox One, and PC November 11th, 2016. But before I go, I've got one more thing for you. This is the worldwide launch of the Dishonored 2 gameplay trailer. You're seeing it here first. Good night.
Another trailer? I swear to God, I love it. I don't know if it was worthy of like a last big shout out thing. I like Dishonored, but I feel that Dishonored is still too young a franchise where it can carry a show like that. Fallout had that that popularity, that following. I mean, again, Dishonored was a success, but it was a game where a lot of people said, yeah, it had some really good points, but it also had some minor points. Ew. That's a scorpion attack. Get over here! You know what would be cool? If you would play one character non-lethal and the other lethal. I might actually do that. I might play Emily as like lethal and Corvo. I did that last time as well. I tried to do non-lethal, but it was like if the enemies put me into such pressure where I had to use lethal force, I would use it.
very excited about Dishonored 2. Could I please have another round of applause for the very shy and took off Harvey Smith.
Here's the question: are they done?
And everyone at Arcane Studios, those guys are fantastic. They've been working their butts off. Now, one of the things that Dishonored fans have been asking about a lot is whether or not we're going to do a collector's edition. So tonight, I'm happy to confirm that yes, we will be doing a limited number of Dishonored 2 collector's editions.
The mask is cool. I gotta give it that.
Comes with a very cool replica of Corvo's mask, as well as Emily's ring. And
it's a replica though, so you cannot actually use it.
Around the globe, but supplies are limited. And as we saw with Fallout 4 last year, and you know who you are, they go out quickly. So if you want one, I suggest that you pre-order one before they all go
Dishonored
away.
does not have the same
Also,
following as Fallout.
if you pre-order or digitally pre-purchase any version
it's
of
popular
Dishonored
though.
2
it was
for
a
a
success,
limited time
but
only, you will get a free copy of Dishonored Definitive Edition, which includes the original, critically acclaimed game, plus all of the add-on content remastered for the current generation of consoles. Cool. Now, games like Dishonored 2 and all of the games that we've shown here tonight don't happen by accident. There are wonderfully talented, dedicated people working hard every day to build games that thrill and inspire all of us. And I want to take a moment to recognize and thank the entire Bethesda team and all of our studios. So if you take a look, you'll see teams from all over the world who are joining us now. Would you please welcome me, would you please join me in thanking them all for their incredible and dedicated work.
He said welcome. Do you think someone still might get on stage?
Thank you very much. That was great. So, from Quake Champions to Dishonored 2, from The Elder Scrolls Legends to Prey, plus all of the new content for Doom, The Elder Scrolls Online, Fallout 4, and Fallout Shelter, and the latest in virtual reality gaming, it should be another big year for Bethesda. Now, this has already been a great night, and we want to commemorate this moment and give you guys something special to remember it by. So for all of you here in Los Angeles, when you leave tonight, you get a special T-shirt.
Dude. Who cares? I thought they were
commemorating this event and all of the games that we've shown. And for those of you watching the stream
ugly
at home,
shirt
Adam and Morgan have T-shirts to give away, so keep watching for a chance to get yours. And that is everything we have to show you from this stage. So if you're here with me in the hangar, you can head over to the other side of the lot. If you're watching online, don't go anywhere. Adam and Morgan are about to take over the second half of the stream.
Listen,
for the rest
I'm not
of our
disappointed
from all of us
that
at Bethesda,
we didn't get
thank you
Elder
all so
Scrolls
much for playing our games and joining us. That's it for me.
It was
have a great
too
night.
too
Adam
quick.
And Morgan, take it away.
It couldn't have been. It couldn't have been. Okay. So. Okay, so thoughts, people. So it definitely was better than EA. This is again how you do a press conference, in that you show gameplay, and it's also actually kind of cool how you have gameplay and either spoken in audio dialogue or audio or narration by the creators, or live narration like they did here on the stage. They actually did show some new stuff. They showed Quake Champions. They showed Prey, especially Prey. I was very interested in that. But then again, I think that whole thing was CGI. And last year, of course, they had the Dishonored 2 trailer, which was also CGI. So I think like this is the equivalent of that. They had the card game. Luckily, they didn't spend too much time on that. They had Fallout 4. That was nice. That was quick, snappy. That was how you did it. Again, pacing was good. What else did they have? They had some Doom stuff. Again, giving free demo for Doom. I mean, they're doing good things. But again, I think, like, I don't know, man. Dishonored 2 is cool. And it also made me realize, like, we saw gameplay footage for the first time. Yeah, I don't know. I think because we already knew that Dishonored 2 was coming for so long, we, or at least I, did not expect it to be like the big finisher of the show. When Fallout 4 was announced, that was only maybe a month or 3 weeks before E3 happened. So, there was a very short trailer, and then there was nothing. And, you know, it was the announcement itself that Fallout 4 was announced was still so fresh in our memories that we all got excited to see it, and we expected it to be the finisher. With Dishonored 2, we already knew for like 1.5 or 2 years that it's in the making. So that's why maybe I didn't expect it to be, because we already knew that it would be there for so long. But all in all, I would say it's a good presentation. They came with new stuff. They came with good gameplay footage. It's good. Yeah. No, it's I'm not as blown away as it was last year, though. I think last year was better pacing wise and just what they did. It's also, I forgot what his name was. He was in the video with Fallout. Like, he's the boss of Fallout and who does Elder Scrolls. That guy has so much charisma and is so good in explaining things. A lot better than the guy who did Dishonored. You could like hear that he was nervous and kind of shy, as they said themselves. But overall, I'm happy with the results. I will listen now to the after show of these two guys here, and it's already Monday night. It's after midnight, so actually the Microsoft press conference might have already happened. So I'm gonna see if I'm maybe gonna do something with that or not, or I might. I don't have school on Tuesday, so I might save that for tomorrow. I don't know yet. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys during the Microsoft press conference.